What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. I'm gonna give some shout outs. But first, I am going to go in on this subject. Family, I thought this was over, but here we go again. So Snoop is making an appearance on Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table. They call it the Red Table. It publishes and broadcasts on Facebook. So Snoop went on there to once again explain himself about his comments that he made in regards to Gayle King. So Jada Pinkett Smith said that when Snoop first came out and said what he said in regards to Gayle, she said her heart dropped. She said, I felt like not only were you talking to Gayle, but you were talking to me. I was like, not Snoop. And so that's one of the reasons why I felt like I really wanted to have this conversation with you in the spirit of healing. So following Kobe Bryant's death last month, Gayle King sat down with Kobe Bryant's good friend, Lisa Leslie, the former Los Angeles basketball superstar, to discuss the passing of Kobe Bryant. During the interview, she asked Lisa Leslie questions about Kobe's 2003 sexual assault case. Now, what exactly did she say? She said, it's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player? And Lisa Leslie, with all of the poise and class and sophistication of a real woman, said, it's not complicated for me at all. And that should have been the end of it. But, you know, Gayle kept pushing the envelope because she wanted to make Kobe Bryant look bad. She went out of her way to try to make Kobe Bryant look bad. And it backfired on her. People went after her, it wasn't just men checking her. It was just as many women who was outraged by her line of questioning as there were men. But what happened was that Gayle King and her henchmen, her media henchmen, her PR team, Oprah, and the Hollywood Black gatekeepers at the behest of the white Hollywood gatekeepers, they put a hit job out on Snoop, making it, or trying to turn it into a Black female versus Black male issue. And, you know, so they came for Snoop and they came for him hard. Again, that was just as many women who were dragging Gayle King as there were men. But they tried to deflect from the real issue, the real culprit who started all of this, Gayle King. They somehow switched it around and played this Jedi mind game and made everybody look at it. Well, not everybody, there was smart people out there, but made the slowpokes and the cowards turn it into something like she was the victim. They made it like she was the victim. And now Snoop is on basically an apology tour and Gayle King sitting back eating popcorn, reading the comments. Now, it's like people forgot that Gayle King is part of the agenda to target and disparage Black men. There's a common theme amongst sellout Black women with huge platforms that are in the mainstream who drag Black men and get called out, and then they play the victim and hide behind the whole gender thing. Like, oh, say anything we want to say about Black men. I'm gonna say anything I want to say about them. I'm gonna say it. And then when Black men bust back and when Black women bust back, they try to turn it into a male versus female thing. Oh, he's talking about Black women. You damn right, I'm talking about you, not Black women, you. When once you're identified as the enemy, you get what you get. Ain't no protection. Yeah, you got protection if you for us. We gonna ride with you. You riding with us, we gonna ride with you. I'm gonna ride for you. But if I find out you out there trying to make my life harder, we already got a tough image to try to reverse. America has done a tremendous hit job on the Black community's image as a whole, but especially the Black man's image. They have effectively put out a message to the whole world that the Black man is the boogeyman. And the Black man ain't went out and colonized no countries and robbed and raped and pillaged and took over people's entire cultures and communities and destroyed their language and raped babies and fed them to alligators and separated families and impregnated women and raped little girls and boys and men. Ain't no Black man done all of this stuff. Black men haven't done that. Black men ain't dropped no atomic bombs on no nation. Black men have never dropped bombs on American communities. Black man ain't never done none of that type of stuff. Black man ain't even building these guns that Americans use to gun each other down. Black man ain't building, ain't making the bullets. Black man don't, don't own the planes that's bringing the dope over here or the ships that's bringing the dope. But somehow they've made Black men, they've made everybody out there, or most people out there, many people out there, believe that somehow the Black man is the boogeyman. And so we're already fighting those exterior forces. But then you have infiltrators that come into our community and they get a pass just because they got the complexion. They share the complexion, they get a pass for saying anything that they want to say about us, to drag our image. You don't see any Black women, you don't see any Black men out there with mainstream platforms dragging Black women. Why is that? Think about what I'm saying, family. See, you got to use critical judgment. You can't be thinking on a rudimentary level. You have to think above the fray. You got to think above the surface. Why is it that time and time again, we have to check sellout Black women who are on or in the media? They act like they're not sellouts. They act like they're for us. They always talk about women empowerment and all this stuff. And they act like they're for us. But really, if you watch their agenda, look who's in the audience. Look at the complexion of the people who's in the audience that they're talking to. I'm talking to the Black women, especially right now. Those Black women who have those platforms, who say disparaging things about Black men exclusively, look at who's in the audience. They're not for you. They are part of systemic racism. They are part of the narrative that they're trying to paint as the black man, as the boogeyman, the bad man. Black women cannot afford to play that game with them, because guess what? Even if a black woman has a problem with a black man, even if every relationship you've had with a black man has gone south, if those relationships produce a son, then it's incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image. If you have a father and you love your father, it's incumbent of you to protect the black man's image. If you have a grandfather that you love, it's incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image. If you have an uncle that you find endearing, it is incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image. If you have a brother that you love, it is incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image. If you have a cousin, a friend, any relative, it is incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image. If you plan on having a son, it is incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image. If you have a daughter, it is incumbent upon you to protect the black man's image, because guess what? At some point, she'll probably have a relationship with a man who will probably be black. And if she didn't, even if she dealt with somebody who was outside of her race, her child will be black. And if she have a son, then that becomes your grandson, and you're going to want to protect your son's image, your grandson's image. You do not want to do things that's going to make your child's life, your grandchild's life harder. This is why I don't make sweeping generalizations about black women. You think I've been in many relationships with black women. You think I haven't had my fair share of bad relationships where I've had relationships with women that I've just despised? Of course I have, but I'm not going to use those emotional moments that I have in going down memory lane to attack black women who ain't have nothing to do with my situation. You know, it don't even make sense. I have a beautiful black daughter who I love. If I disparage black women and say, oh man, these black women, this, black women, how in the hell can I really say that I love my daughter if I'm gonna make this type of generalization and people are gonna take that information and run with it, and now they're looking at my daughter like she's one of those. Oh, she's a black woman. Ooh, I heard about those. I've heard about them. It don't make sense. How is it that people have degrees? Well, I know how it is, but I got to put it out there for those who think that having a degree means that somehow you have sense. But how is it that they brag about these degrees and how smart they are and all this, and they can't see that simple fact? They can't get it. They don't get it. Somehow it don't compute. It don't connect to them. It's something wrong with them. They can't get it. They don't get it. You cannot afford to be emotional when it comes to dealing with these issues that we're facing here. We collectively are under attack. We cannot afford to be against each other. We can afford a lot of wars, but we cannot survive a gender war. No matter how much you think you got it together, no matter how mad you are right now at whatever happened in your relationships, we cannot afford a gender war. I love my sisters. Life is already hard. I don't want to do anything to make their lives harder. I love my aunts. I love my cousins, my female cousins. Well, and my male cousins, but I'm talking about my females. I love my female cousins. I got friends that I love dearly that are females. I don't want to do anything or say anything that's going to make their lives harder. I would be working for the oppressor. I would be working on the side of white supremacy to do such a thing. I don't understand how people who think that they're smart don't get that. It's so damn basic. Snoop said what a lot of people wanted to say. And when the heat came down, Many of you, especially you punk celebrities, left him in the cold by himself. You refuse to stand and say, nope, I see what you're doing. I'm riding with Snoop. Perhaps he didn't say what he had to say as tactful as he could have. But you know what? When I identify you as an enemy, you get what you get. I don't give a damn what he says. Now, he has to consider what he says because he has to walk in that body and he has to be okay with his spirit and what, you know, how he moves around and also his livelihood. You know, Snoop got a bunch of deals with these big brands and stuff like that, you know, so he has to consider how he moves because it's not just him that he has to worry about. He's also is responsible for a lot of people eating. When Snoop Dogg go out there and do a show with Martha Stewart, a lot of people eats off that. We're talking camera people, we're talking producers, we're talking associate producers, wardrobe people, transportation people, managers, all kinds of people eat, and their families, all kinds of people eat off of one program that's on television. So it's bigger than him. When Snoop goes on tour, that's a lot of people. A lot of mouths get fed when he goes on tour. So I can't say that if I was in his shoes, if I was in his shoes, that I would not apologize for the way that I said what I said. But I would make sure that I reiterate that I meant what I said, but the way I said what I said perhaps was not the best. It was not the best way to say it. But I wouldn't be going on no apology tour. I wouldn't do that. Man, you know, because the deal is this, man. Sometimes, man, you just got to decide, you know, where do you stand? Are you over here or are you over here? When it comes down to integrity, Snoop was right. But it appears that the way that they've made it is that no longer is Gayle King's integrity in question. Now Snoop's integrity is in question. See how they did that? Let me go to comments and see what you guys are saying. I'm gonna start off in the super chat. Make sure if you want to skip the line, family, jump into the super chat. Raw Unfiltered. Thank you for standing strong, Dennis Sperling. Is that what's up, Dennis? What's up? My man, appreciate you. Yeah, fam. Boxing conversations with Reggie Owens. They butt breaking the shit out of Snoop. He's bending like a sucker. It's a matter of time before they have Snoop in the dress. Nah, it ain't gonna go that far, bro. Miss Libra. What's up, Miss Libra? I appreciate you. Absolutely. Let me see. Charles Barkley ain't apologizing for nothing. Not right now. If he get out of line and say something about them white folks, he gonna apologize. If he says something to offend white folks, or if he says something to offend homosexuals, he's gonna apologize. I can guarantee that. And it's gonna be a quick apology. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, family. You can say whatever you want to say. If you're black, you can say what you want to say about black people, and you're good. Unless you cross that line. Like, Gayle is part of the agenda. Gayle is a gatekeeper, and she's part of the agenda. And so they got to protect them gatekeepers. The black gatekeepers keep everybody else in line. You saw when she put that out, how all those other celebrities stopped talking. You notice how nobody's really talking about this, even right now. They're not even talking about this. You know why? Because they are afraid. They're afraid that they're going to miss an opportunity. That's what they're afraid of. What's up, Mark Stewart? Absolutely. Appreciate you. Y'all say what's up to Lil La Stay Live. Lil LA, is that Lil La? Is it Lil LA? Y'all welcome Lil La Stay Live. That's crazy. I'm pronouncing the best. Anyway, say what's up to our latest member of the channel. What's up, just for my 4 cents? Double it up, huh? Wouldn't be hard to throw a pedophile case on Snoop. They could, but it wouldn't be hard to throw a case on anybody, really, if they want to come after you and try to fabricate something. They can come, you know, they could fabricate anything on anybody. You just got to be ready to defend your life and your freedom with everything you have. Yeah. Yeah, they could put it on you, bro. They could put it on you. They cold-blooded with the game. That agenda, boy, they cold-blooded with it. They can get at you. What's up, Jason Hanna, representing Fort Wayne, Indiana. Jason, that rhymes a little bit right there. Jason Hanna, representing Fort Wayne, Indiana. Which doctor says Charles Barkley put on a dress though? Yeah, Charles Barkley put on anything. You know, Charles Barkley put a condom on his tongue. You know, he'd do anything. You know, because they broke that buck. They broke the buck long time ago. So he'll do anything. The dude kissed the man in the mouth. You know, kiss the dude in the mouth, one of them old referees at an all-star game years ago. So he'll do anything. They can get you to kiss a man in the mouth. They get you to put that dress on. Oh man, they got you. And then here go the thing too, family. With all of the people that was supporting Snoop and saying, I got you, I'm with Snoop, I'm with Snoop, I'm with Snoop. When that heat came, where was these people? Where were all of these people when the heat came? That's what I'm saying, man. And so can you really blame Snoop for apologizing? If he gonna stick, he said he stuck his neck out for the people. I'm saying what the people want me to say. I'm speaking up for the people. So he speak up for the people. The heat come, he get attacked, and everybody vamp. Now I know a lot of the, you know, a lot of people in the public feel like they don't have the power to make a difference or say anything. Their voice is not big enough. But Snoop is an icon. Snoop is a legend. And he's still very much relevant. He has a whole lot of at least so-called friends in the media, a whole lot of so-called celebrity friends. When I say, when they came down, when that heat came, when I say them fools shut up, shut it down, them fools packed that suitcase up, put the lock on and walked on up out of that door, scared to death. Josie Quavo, what's up? What's up? Been a long time since you've been on duty. Where you been? The Gas Giants, what's up? What's up, Gas Giants? Absolutely. Level Up Now or Never, who is a female, says women need to be held accountable. Absolutely. All of us need to be held accountable. You don't get a pass to shit on the black community or black men because you're a woman. Though that's over. You know, it was cute years ago when, you know, women would get in these little talk groups and stuff on TV and they'd be like, well, you know, well, I think men are dogs, and people would just laugh and da-da-da-da. That was cute. But then it became black men are dogs. Black men don't know how to have a loving, honest, truthful relationship because of slavery. Black men this, black men that, black men, black men, black men, and they're using the black woman to do it. So you think we ain't gonna bust back? Them days are over where we're gonna sit back and laugh at you know, man, our lives are at stake. Man, people are getting gunned down every day. You got a black man getting executed by the police. Why? Because they have a negative image of the black man. They, in their minds, black men are disposable. You see what I'm saying? So we can't afford to have anybody out there trying to single us out and take a dump on our image. The same way we can't afford to have anybody out there singling black women out, trying to take a dump on their image. We can't afford that. And they got to get, and we got to, and when it go down, whether it be a man or a woman, we got to all collectively go after their ass and put that fire on them. Ain't no passes, no passes, man. An enemy is an enemy. Y'all better stop looking at the skin color and thinking that, okay, we got to be a little bit more lenient because they're black. Hell no. If anything, we should go harder because they betrayed the fundamental trust that we gave them. You know, they betrayed that fundamental trust. So nah, we go in hard on that one. You know how it is. Think about any type of time, anytime when you've had a relationship with somebody, whether it be a platonic relationship or an intimate relationship, a family member, friend, whatever. And the person who betrayed you, that was the closest to you, that's the one that hurt you the most. That relationship, and that betrayal is the one that hurts you the most. When you let somebody in real close. So these fools are roaming in the black community, got a pass in the black community, and they automatically accept it just because they're black. And then they take that trust and they betray us, and then we're supposed to give them a pass. Oh, because they're a woman, we're gonna give her a pass because she's black. We're gonna give him a pass because he's black, because he has a television show, because he has a radio show. We got to give him a pass. Hell no. Because he's a celebrity, we got to give him a pass. Hell no. Lavelle Carter, what's up? Lavelle says, please don't go light on Snoop. Could you go in detail how he's corporate buck broken? I'm representing out of it. Well, I already spoken on the corporate issue, but as far as going light on Snoop, I'm gonna tell you, like, Snoop is the homie, dog. So I don't go in like that on my homies. I just don't do stuff like that. I think it's a sucker move. You know, if you know somebody, you got their phone number, you call them up and tell them how you feel. You don't get on social media, and I know there's social media and everything, but you don't get on social media and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Well, Facebook is social media, but you don't get on social media or get in some type of public forum and then try to show up and show out, you know, with people that you know on a personal level. You pick up the phone and you call them, you know, that's how you do it. So, and that's happened before. Now, if I were to identify Snoop as an enemy to the black community, I would have no problem going in on him, and he wouldn't be a friend of mine. Even if I did have a phone number on him, I'd lose it. Because once I identify you as an enemy to the black community, you get what you get. I don't give a damn how the chips fall. You get what you get. But Snoop Dogg is not an enemy to the black community. Just my 4 cents. What's up? Okay, Marshawn Morgan. What's up, Marshawn? Appreciate you. Sean, I see you. I see you, Sean. Yeah, Queen. Jada Pinkett Smith is defending Gayle. Absolutely. And this is something I thought about, right? Jada said that when she heard what Snoop said, she said, okay, let me pull up the quotes out, make sure that I don't misquote her. She said when she heard what Snoop said, her heart dropped. She said, my heart dropped. So when she heard, okay, for those of you who don't know what Snoop said, let me explain. This is what Snoop said. Let me find it. Okay, I can't find it, but basically, the gist of what Snoop said, I'm paraphrasing. He called Gayle a dog head, a funky dog head B, and then he said, back off before we come get you. The funky dog head B, of course, was an insult, calling her out of her name. And then the part about coming to get you, they perceived that as being a threat. So Jada said when she heard that, her heart dropped. What I want to know is, did her heart drop when Gayle said what she said to Lisa Leslie? I want to know that Jada's heart dropped when she heard Gayle say, it's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player? And then she went on to say, when Lisa said that she's never seen Kobe behave in the way that she's seen some ball players play, some NBA ball players act when out at the nightclub, some of these guys would be like, hey, Lisa, go get that girl for me. Well, she's never heard Kobe behave that way. He's never acted inappropriate. Gayle said, well, you wouldn't know. You're his friend. You wouldn't know. I want to know, did Jada's heart drop when she said, well, you're his friend? You wouldn't know. And when she constantly referred to the woman as a victim. I'm not even going to go into the case, with the case being dismissed and all of that type of stuff. I'm not going to get into that. But I want to know, did her heart drop then? Because see, that's going to tell me who she really is. You see? And if her heart did drop, then I need to see Gayle King at the red table. And I need to hear her telling Gayle King that her heart dropped when Gayle King said that. That's what I need to see. Edward Alexander, welcome to level 1. Everybody, welcome Edward Alexander to Willie D Live, the channel, as a member. He just joined. Absolutely. Love to see those colors, those different colors. When y'all see those different colors and those mics next to the names, or sometimes you might see my name. I mean, a little emoji of my face. Those are members. Those are members of the channel. If you want to join, you can click on the button and Come on in. Oh, family, I don't know why I'm just saying this, but smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash those likes up. It's way too many people watching this broadcast right now for there not to be more likes. Smash the likes up, family. Put it in their face. When y'all hit that like button, it helps with YouTube's algorithm. And you know how you see the suggested videos on your screen? That is YouTube's algorithm at work. It's putting it in the face of people who may not otherwise be watching the show. So it's suggesting to them like, hey, you might want to check this out. So smash up the likes and put it in their face. Dominique King, oh, actually, it looks like, I think Dominique King, yeah. Randy Surgeon, oh, Randy Surgeon, is that Surgeon? Yeah. What's up, Randy? Welcome to the channel. Y'all can't leave Snoop out there by himself now. You know, there was way more people co-signing. It was too many people that was co-signing what Snoop was saying to not, for that not to be more support. Like, I'm not seeing the support. I'm not seeing the support. Y'all, if y'all look on my, and if y'all look at the chat, there's a guy by the name of Dennis Sperling. He the truth. One of the, I mean, if you need a lawyer that'll fight for you, he's in Texas. If you need a lawyer that's got that dog in him, that's him. That's the kind of guy you want. Those are the only type of lawyers that I work with. I like those lawyers that got that dog in them that refuse to lose. He's one of those cats. And his insight, you know, on what's going on in the state of the Black community is right on the money. So if you need his services, reach out. Good dude. Joshua Mowdy says, someone in the media big office wants blacks attacking blacks, y'all. Yeah, they've always wanted it that way. They know if they can get the black man and the black woman at odds, oh, it's on. That's why they'll actually actively go seek out black women who got traumatic experiences with black men, black women who run around preaching that, oh, you can date outside, you know, because Oprah, you know, she's been on that a long time. You need to broaden your horizon, you know, like we need to, you know, you shouldn't limit yourself, you know, you need to look outside of your race. And black women are only women that talk like this. You never hear other people saying this, even though that they date outside of their race. You never hear like the agenda. There's no agenda for them to be out there preaching date outside of your race. They just date outside of their race. But they'll get those black women that are bitter and put them on a major platform, and they'll be out there waving the flag. Girl, date outside of your race. Date outside of your race. Girl, look at me. I'm living my best life. I'm dating outside of my race. Look at me. You got to pay attention to them, family. And notice something else. Watch this, fam. I'm finna get you. I'm going in. Let me see who just jumped in the super chat right quick. Who was that? Metho Nelson. That's it. Metho Nelson. Hey, man, I never got your take on Vlad speaking against reparation. It's off topic, but I'm curious. I'm not sure I'll address that right here, but I appreciate you for jumping in, bro. I didn't know Vlad was against reparations. You know what? I think he did speak loosely against reparations. And I may have, yeah, I mean, I disagree with that. I mean, just off the rip, just without going into details. I absolutely disagree with it. But I was about to say something. Man, you threw me off my game. Oh, watch this, fam. Have you noticed, if you watch these shows that have Black people on them, like, and I mean the sellout Blacks especially, these major shows like these sports shows, these talk shows, gossip shows, have you noticed that Black people problems, Black people issues are the only issues that they talk about on these shows? Like issues, when they get into issues, they're always talking about Black people and what we got going on. And everybody is chiming in, but ain't nobody talking about the Hispanic community problems. Ain't none of these issues coming up. The white community problems, the Asian community problems, the Latino community problems. Like, ain't nobody talking about other people's problems. They always on these shows talking about our shit, family business. Why is that? Why are we so interesting? Why is it that so many, I see so many other cultures that I find interesting, so many other people that I find interesting, issues that I find interesting about other cultures that we can definitely talk about, other people that are non-Black, we can definitely talk about. Why aren't they talking about these issues? Why do they always, every time, all of their discussions have to do with what's going on in the Black community? It's always Black, the family business. Why are they always talking the family business? You look at these talk shows, look at them talk shows. Those other women that are not Black, they're not having discussions about what's going on in their communities. They're not doing that. It's always what this Black person said about this issue involving the Black community. Why is that? I think we all know the answer. It's all about trying to make Black people look bad. It's always about trying to drag the Black image. That's what it's about. They can say anything they want to say, but we know the truth. These Black people, these sellouts, these jigaboos, we got to put our foot on their necks and keep it there. You cannot let your feet off their neck. You can't get your foot off their neck for 1 second, because they will like get stronger. The more you take your foot off their neck, they're gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger, and they'll be right back, because they can't go back to anything else. They're sellouts, and they're gonna always be sellouts. We gotta stop giving them chances. Stop trying to see the good in them. There is no good in them. We gotta stop trying to look for the potential. There is no potential in them. They're horrible people. They're sellouts. When you a person who would sell out their own race cannot be trusted. A person that would sell out their own race, that is the essence of who you are. That is a trash person. That is a person that's a person that you should not trust. You should never trust a person like that. Don't give that type of person any type of action. We need to put our foot on their necks and keep it there. Don't let up off Gayle King or Oprah, none of them. You got to put your foot on their neck and keep it there. Because guess what? They've been having their foot on the necks of the Black community forever, and they haven't lifted the foot for one moment. You got to stop being apologetic, trying to find the good in them. There is no good in these people. These people are out to get us. I wish I was making this up, because I'm gonna tell you, for years I tried to like overlook some of the things that Oprah was saying, overlook some of the things she was doing, and now it's too much. Can't do it anymore. She is who she is. Because I was trying to overlook it for Black girls, for Black women, because I saw them looking at her as a beacon of hope. I saw them looking at her as someone to look up to, someone to aspire to be. You know, a woman, a Black woman who had faced a traumatic childhood experience. She pulled herself up by a bootstrap. She educated herself. She became self-made. That's a beautiful story. But now let's get to the person. See, I don't care what you do. I don't care who you are. What kind of person are you? I don't care about your money, your celebrity. I don't care about your pretty cars and your boats and your planes and your name brand accessories. What kind of person are you? That's what I care about. My friends run the gamut. I know some people, in order to be their friend, you got to be an A-list celebrity. And that's it. You got to be an A-list celebrity or a billionaire, multi-millionaire or something. And they actually take pride in that. That lets you know that they're not growing as human beings, because many of those type of people are very shallow. And many people who have some of the greatest spirits, some of the wealthiest knowledge are people who don't have great means, who are not rich, who are living paycheck to paycheck. So my friends run the gamut. I can't get with that program. I just cannot get with that Hollywood program like that. You know, I move around in Hollywood. I'm going to Hollywood next month. But if it ain't right, I can't rock with it. I'm not going to rock with it. I'm never going to be a sucker. Never going to be a sellout. Street strong, I see you. Appreciate you. Who is that? Kimbrella Studio. Is that Kimbrella Studio or is it Kimbrella Studio? Black people, please don't attack Snoop. He was calling out Gayle because she was attacking Kobe. I'm so sick of Oprah and Gayle pushing buttons. No more talk. Real talk. Hey, perfectly stated. Love it, man. Love it. Love it, man. Absolutely, good point. Say he's doing it for the sake of his kids too. His son is trying to have a career in the business. Yeah, I mean, you like I say, you know, Snoop took a chance, and you know, his message was heard loud and clear. It did have some effect. I think that even if Snoop wouldn't have said what he said, it was enough people on her that the message was going to be heard loud and clear. She heard the message loud and clear. She heard what 50 had to say. She heard what Game had to say. She heard what I had to say. Believe you me, she heard it. And she felt it. She felt the pressure. Snoop basically, because of the way he responded and the texture that he responded, it gave her a way out so that she could flip the script and act like the victim. But let me tell y'all something, Black people. Republicans would have never went for that. One thing about Republicans, they stay on code. Once they decide that you're an enemy, you are an enemy, and it doesn't matter what happens to you. You're still an enemy. Once they say you're a friend, you are a friend. Like if Republicans said that Snoop was a friend, well, let me back up. It's different. with Snoop. And it's different with Republicans when it comes to black people, because many Republicans and Democrats are racist, but it's like Bill Maher said once, if I'm not saying that all Republicans are racist, but if you're racist in America, you're probably a Republican, you know? So if let's take Snoop out of it. Let's just say Snoop was white and the Republicans was with him. Because a Republican would turn on a black person no matter what. Once they get through using you, white supremacy always discards its tools. But let's just say Snoop was white. If Snoop was white and the Republicans was for Snoop, it's nothing nobody could say to turn the Republicans against Snoop. Period. They're going to stay on code. If they identify you as an enemy, you are an enemy. The Republicans have identified Hillary Clinton as an enemy. It's nothing she can say that will make them change their minds, unless she say, I was wrong, I'm now a Republican. Other than that, they ain't trying to hear none of that. Republicans stay on code. They're going to stay on code no matter what. They don't care if the whole house burned down and they're inside of it. They are going to stay on code. Look at how they're staying on code with the dotard in office. Donald Trump is the worst president, one of the worst presidents ever. He's one of the most despicable human beings ever. But they're riding with him because that's their horse. And there's nothing he can say or do that's going to make them change. They're not going to flip on him. The only way they flip on him is if he flips on them. Other than that, he can say whatever he want to say about anybody. He can kill somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue. They are going to support him. They are going to ride for him. If Donald Trump kills somebody, you try to put Donald Trump in jail, man, Donald Trump will have $100 million in his GoFundMe. They'll break the bank. But black people, not so much. On code, not so much. Always the wiggle room. Always the variables. Willie D, oh yeah, I stay on code. I ain't got no problem getting on code and sticking to it. They are the enemy. I'm telling you. And if you can't see it, something is wrong with you. In fact, if you can't see that they're the enemy, I can guarantee you, if you take an inventory of your life, I can guarantee you that people have misused you many a times and taken advantage of your kindness many a times and gotten away with it. Now think about what I just said. If you was for Snoop, if you was for what Snoop was like, yeah, you know, and then Gayle King got offended by the words and she said, oh, and she made it out of a black man against black woman thing, and you went for that, you're the type of person that's gullible, and you're the type of person that can easily be fooled. You're the type of person that people have taken advantage of many, many times in your life. I can guarantee you, and I don't even know you, but I know patterns. I understand human pathology. I understand human behavior. So that's that. Welcome a new member, Shiny V. What's up, Shiny? Level 2. What's up, Shiny? Appreciate you. Who was that? OGX3 LB? Is that LB for pound? Welcome to level 1. Be real. Looking for a wifey from overseas. Let's talk. Hardworking, well-educated with values. Overseas where? Now that matters. What part of overseas are you from? What's up, Earl Williams? Will Gayle King be at Kobe Memorial tomorrow? Homie, don't think so. But you know what? Black people are so damn huggy, forgiving. I wouldn't put it past them allowing that to happen, man. It's just yuck. It's just, it makes my skin crawl with this damn hugging and forgiving that Black folks do so much. And you wonder what's taking so long for justice. What is taking equality so long? It's that damn huggy mentality. Hugging everybody, forgiving everybody, but the people in your personal lives. Everybody else get forgiven. But you can't forgive your brother. Can't forgive your sister for what she did. Oh, I can't never forgive your daddy who helped bring you here. Can't forgive mama. She brought you here. She went through the pain of labor. Can't forget your cousin. Can't forgive your cousin. Oh, but you can forgive Gayle King. Come on, man. Oh, man, boy. We are a piece of work. Abaddon Israel, checking in from Germany. What's up? What's up? What's up, Abaddon? Allah said, who wants to be in Gayle's shoes? One Pimple Fro says, Jada will be the next Gayle. MD Van says Snoop was right. Black to Death says Jada Pinkett Smith is controlled opposition. She's on Team Feminist. They didn't have a problem with Snoop content toward women for 25 years. Now he's a misogynistic villain. Make it make sense. I can't, dog. I can't. LaShawn Scarborough, love you back. I see you, Janet Henry. Snoop Dogg was straight up about it. Julius Robinson says, she said that BS. Yeah, she said it. King Atlantis says, no more talking. Jack. Mr. Freeze right though. Yeah. Who is that? GAOU 50 says, nobody's talking about what Gayle said. All the smoke on Snoop now. Real talk, man. How did they do it? They couldn't get me though. Couldn't get me to flip. Nobody greater Williams says victim mode, but what Gayle said was wrong. I love and support Snoop 100. Detroit said, what's up, Augustus? What's up, Augustus? What is the Pharaoh? The Pharaohtist. The Pharaohtist. Seems like when you say that name, you got to do this. The Pharontist. How do you become a member? You got to click on that join button. It's in the description. It's a link in the description. If you're on your laptop or I believe it's the iPad, there's a join button right under the video or next to the video somewhere. But other than that, there is a link in the description for you to join and become a member of the channel and get special perks. Ryan Hunter, welcome to level 1. Monica Green, shout out from Barcelona, Spain. That's what I'm talking about. We got reach, baby. We got reach. Y'all see that, family? We got more commonalities than we got differences. It's just that the hate mongers like to focus on our differences. Okay, live and direct, straight out of Acres Homes. What's up? What's up, Acres Home 44? For those of you who don't know, that's the area code. That's the end of the area, the last 2 digits in the area code of Acres Homes in Houston, in the Houston area. Acres Homes. Kev J says, Boosie ain't apologized. Yeah. Ellen Davis says, stop making excuses for these people. He should have stood on what he said and been done with it. Jacqueline Tarver says, we need to get ourselves in order. Trump people not breaking. Wayne D says, apologizing is not gangster. Well, it depends on, what you're apologizing for and if you believe you're sincerely wrong in, for what you did. Like I personally believe having the ability to apologize is an attribute. I don't see anything wrong with a person apologizing if they feel like they were wrong. It's like in order to be able to expect an apology when somebody wronged you, you have to be able to offer. You have to have the ability to offer. You have to be capable of offering an apology when you wrong somebody. So if I wrong somebody, I have no problem letting them know that I wronged them. And I won't take years to do it. And I won't take years to apologize. At the moment I feel like I was wrong, I am going to be trying to issue that apology as soon as possible. If I genuinely believe I was wrong. But I'm not going to apologize to get to somebody to win favor. I'm not going to apologize to gain access. I'm not going to apologize to get to the bag. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. That's just a bag I'm not going to get. And I've missed a lot of those type of bags. I missed a lot of M's because of my convictions. But I stand on my convictions and I sleep well. I'm good with that. How many millions can you spend anyway? Like how much money do you really need to survive and be okay, to be okay? Because money don't make you happy. Money is just a tool for access and make things happen, but it don't make you happy. If it did, you wouldn't have people who are rich junkies. You wouldn't have rich junkies out there. You wouldn't have people killing themselves who are loaded. You know, you wouldn't have people like Kurt Cobain blowing his brains out, you know, or Robin Williams hanging himself. You wouldn't have that. If money was just, if money was the only answer, you know, you wouldn't have those type of situations. So that's why I'm good with the decisions that I make. I have my brain, my mind is intact, my spirit is good. And I'm in a better place physically, emotionally, spiritually, than some people who have, you know, 1,000 times, 100,000 times more than what I have. But I'm good. You know, I take care of my responsibilities. My kids are straight. I'm straight. My estate is straight. You know, my people good. I'm straight. Like, I don't have any problems like that. Like I say, I like money, but I'm not going to sell my soul to get to the bag. Brings me to that old adage, or that, you know, what good does it profit a man to lose, you know, to gain the world, but lose his soul? I do not want to be that dude. DM, I see you. Ryan Hunter, welcome to level 1. I'm gonna give a few more shout outs and then I'm gonna shut it down, fam. I see Cincinnati in the house. Jay Wood, what up? Shay Mullen says Snoop was the bigger person by apologizing, but Gayle didn't apologize for what she did, and that's a good point. Gayle didn't apologize, and she started all of this mess. So that just goes to show you what type of person she really is. She didn't apologize. All she did was spray potpourri on shit. She didn't apologize. She started it. And she have yet to apologize. Now, how does that work? I need to know, how does that work? She started all of this, but she hasn't apologized. That goes to the root of her character, what kind of person she really is, because she really believes that she was right. And the fact that she hasn't apologized tells you how she feels about Kobe's fans, and more importantly, his family, the people who knew him best, his friends. It tells you she's looking down, she's being condescending. She's like, yeah, you see they acting right now. Ha ha ha. I bet her and Oprah just sitting around having drinks like, girl, I told you all you had to do is, aren't you glad I'm your friend? You know, I called such and such the head of Viacom and da-da-da, and things just started happening. I called such and such and do-do-do-do, and this started happening. Come on, family. Get on code. If we get on code, we're unstoppable. Once we get on code, we're unstoppable. People like Gayle wouldn't even get a job because now they can't even use them to do that dirty work. They can't use them. They'll just stop hiring those type of people. Oh man, the gig, they'll be like, oh man, the jig is up. The blacks have figured out what we've been doing all this time. We've been hiring black people to sell out the black community, and the black people are finally woken up. Oh man, we can't even hire another Charles Barkley type. They figured it out. Where's Ray Lewis when you need him? You know, they'll be like, you know, let's go to something else. Let's try something else. How about we just hire somebody who's going to be fair and fair to the black community, and they'll be, oh, no, we can't do that because we don't want to be fair to them. We need to make them look bad. And our best weapon, the best weapon for white supremacy is a black person, you know, because nobody will ever see them coming. That is a great weapon. Oh man, what can we do? All right, well, we need black viewership, so let's just hire a black who doesn't really have a voice, and we'll prop them up and we'll let them just report. They won't disparage the black community. Damn, we can't use them like that, but they won't disparage the black community and they won't encourage them or motivate them. But, you know, we'll just use the black face to get ratings. We've been using the black face to get ratings, but we've also been able to have that interesting dichotomy of being able to use them to get ratings and at the same time disparage the black community. But that half is gone now, but at least we'll get the ratings, because in America, the absolute most important thing when it all said and done is money. That money. Yeah, that's king. Believe that. Family, I appreciate y'all joining, taking time out on your Sunday to kick it with me. For some of you guys on the other side of the water, it is Monday, but I appreciate y'all either way. Until next time, family, you ain't seen me and I ain't seen you. That's what my brother said. My little brother always say that. All right, you ain't seen me and I ain't seen you. In any event, family, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love you to death. Till next time, no more talk.